to have you with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners offense comes onto the field first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. And now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing...
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
So the Memphis Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us.
Breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29 39, making it a 39. Attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for a gap. It's Hansen. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Making side adjustments here. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get...
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Vance. Zings it complete to the right. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback. Because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm. And then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it. Because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. He lets it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Rides to back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should...
Turning it on! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution, and that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Dropping back, it's Vance. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Off play action on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires downfield. It's complete. Open field on the right. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Vance. Spits it out to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch in stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Looking for a crease. It's Clay. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Vance. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clay. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolute.
There he goes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Vance. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Going deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the ground.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on third down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, and he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The run to the right. Running into the open space. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be a run on third and short. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a quarterback.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting to the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Can't get him to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Man down on the play. Officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs.
Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the run, it's Cook. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with. Looking to throw, it's Vance. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gives it on the option.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Breaks the tackle. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Vance. Caught. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Vance. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Try and play action. This time he's got it.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they got it at the 33. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Hendricks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.